Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of RVR Backstage 2025. If you're joining us for the very first time, welcome. My name is Sparrow, and I get to be your tour guide this week. It is Thursday. We've got some wonderful interviews happening with us today. We've got some more behind-the-scenes looks at what's going on. But before we hop into all of that, there's something that I want to draw your attention to, and that is the PSEG Powerline project that is cutting straight through the ranch. Now, this is something that was originally proposed as a way to end rolling blackouts and whatnot, but the more that came to light, this is really just a cash grab for data centers. This is going through thousands of acres of Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, a few other areas. Well, 17 of those acres are cutting straight through the ranch, through our farmlands, through our forests, and they're going to be deforesting, paving the way for new power lines instead of using the existing right-of-ways with the power lines that they have already. So you might have seen these signs if you've been on our property recently, Power to the Camp and protectrvr.com. We've already asked you to do a lot, and we're gonna ask you one more time to do something else with us here. Partner with us to fight against this project. You can either give to our defense fund. Back in April, we actually got involved in a federal lawsuit where they sued us, along with hundreds of other properties, to just come onto our property whenever they want to do research about this. Regardless of the fact that we have miners here, that we have programs happening, they get to come whenever they want. The courts ruled in their favor. So giving to that defense fund will help us fight more issues like that might arise. The second one is the Maryland Public Service Commission will have another hearing here in a few months. We've already showed up to every one of these town halls. John Bissett, our director, has been on multiple news networks being able to talk about this and speak out against this. We're asking to show up with a strong presence of our community to say we do not want this happening at our camp or in our surrounding communities, and help protect these farmlands and the forest that is going to be negatively affected by these power lines. So if you would partner with us in that, we ask you to go to protectrvr.com and read more about that and look more into that. That was a lot, but we got a lot more happening today for Thursday, so let's hop right into it.
Are you hungry? Well, good, because we're in the kitchen with the food service crew at RVR. I got Rachel King, hello, and Matt Mann, hello. Some crucial people here for the program, not just during summer, but all year long. These are the people that are making food service happen, the heart and soul. Rachel, could you please tell us a little bit about who you are and your relationship with the ranch and how you got to where you are now?
Yeah, so back in 2018, I served here as my first summer, and I came here because I was going to join the residency program in 2018 to 19. After that, fortunately, I got hired on full-time as the outpost coordinator. Now, this outpost is not our day camp currently. It was a traveling day camp. We only ran for a couple summers, but it was so much fun and a whirlwind. Unfortunately, COVID kind of put a stop to that, but that's how I got to make my entrance into the kitchen. Through that kind of tough season, I got pulled in to help out because I've had some experience before. And then in 2022, I got to step into the role that I currently have, which is the food service director. And I've been doing that ever since.
Now, and this is I think I heard this a long time ago. Is it true that at one point in time, your dream job was to be a cruise ship bakery cook?
Yeah, that's true. From a very small child, I watched way too much Food Network. I wanted to be a pastry chef on a cruise ship. I was very adamant about that for a very long time.
Well, now you have a new dream job. Maybe that's what it is. And Matt Mann, could you tell us a little bit about your relationship with the ranch and how you got to where you're at now?
Yeah, and around 2015, I came here, actually dish pit crew chief, so started right here in the kitchen. Then went into the residency, so great program, learned a lot. Then I left there and did some biohazard cleaning and stuff like that. Yeah, really different. I'm a jack of all trades. But came back in 2022, I believe, to be Josh Knapp's assistant in facilities. Right. And then I came on to the kitchen because I have a culinary degree. And they were looking for someone. So
no stranger to behind the scenes work, be it biohazard or prepping food. Very good. So Rachel, one thing I wanted to ask, you all have a philosophy for food service here. Could you tell us what that is and a little bit of why you chose to make this your philosophy?
Yeah.
Let the tears go.
I'm a known crier around the ranch, so here we are. Yeah, our philosophy is feed the stomach, feed the soul. And that actually kind of started during COVID. We were talking with one of friends of John Bissett's and just kind of telling him about like why we love the kitchen. And I think one of us said, feed the stomach, feed the soul. And he's like, hey, that's a great slogan. And so I was like, you're right. And so we adopted it. And really, we just use that to kind of shape how we're going to serve the campers and staff. Our job can be, our job can be kind of mundane. You know, it's a lot of the same things over and over again. We don't get to interact with the campers a ton, but we get to provide the nourishment that they need to be able to go out and experience all of the different activities and most importantly experience service. I don't know if you've ever been into church and your stomach starts growling and you can't pay attention, you're just like thinking about what you're going to eat next. So we try to keep that as like our goal, to keep everybody fed and happy and feeling good, but also to give our prep cooks and our kitchen staff like the vision for how important it is of like what we're doing, even though sometimes after you've cut your 300th tomato, it's not that exciting anymore.
Man, I love it. And it almost feels like this year we even have a little bit of soul food because I am a fiend for chicken and waffles. And we got chicken and waffles this year. So, Rachel, you are over all the kitchens. Matt, you're Frontier Town kitchen specifically. So let me ask, how do you see Feed the Stomach, Feed the Soul serve out along the crew, the rotating, all the different people that you got coming through for the summer?
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with, it's not just cooking food, it's an experience that we have in here. It's trying to deliver that vision to the staff that we have here. Be it dance parties, be it like just funny things, telling stories throughout the day and everything. It's like, one of my things I'm really trying to show is that I want people to look in here and be like, I want to work in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's like the counseling is great and stuff, but I want like all the positions to be desirable to look at, even in the kitchen, and just for these kids, really. That's what I want.
Man, that is, I do get to see, I'll sit outside eating, in the dining hall a few times, and I'll be able to, and you can just hear the amount of joy and fun happening in here. People aren't complaining, people are singing songs, and it's a good time. The kitchen's a good spot to be. So you all make the menus fresh between season to season. Is there a favorite meal that you have had here, Rachel?
Honestly, I feel like right now one of my favorite things is our, it's kind of like a Greek lunch. It has like pita bread and chicken and tzatziki and feta. That one always like just, hits the spot for me.
Fresh and clean. What about you, Matt?
Same. It's just, I love that meal.
The Mediterranean. I guess I'm the chicken and waffle lover here. What about, okay.
Oh, no.
Is there one that you're like, okay, I know I'm gonna have to dig in deep to make sure I know I'm serving the Lord when I do this one, because I'm getting so tired of making
chicken waffle. No, I'm kidding.
What about you, Rachel?
For me, it is our General Tso's chicken.
Oh,
yeah. We did a similar thing, orange chicken, in previous summers, and it's just the saucing the chicken. For me, it gets sticky. It's kind of cumbersome, but people love it, which is why we keep it on the menu. And it's a great part about the kitchen. We get to serve and put ourselves last, and others ahead of us. So.
Well, thank you so much for everything that y'all are doing. You're making sure we're not going hungry, and it's delicious food. So, the RVR kitchen, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, everyone, that is a wrap for Thursday of RVR Backstage 2025. And here is some exciting news. We are only $5,000 away from meeting our goal of fundraising this week. So thank you to everybody who's become brand new RVR Impact partners and joined with us, and those existing RVR Impact partners. Your generosity has not gone unnoticed, and it goes a long way. So thank you so much for that. We've got one more day. So I'll see you tomorrow morning on Friday for RVR Backstage 2025.